Well, we're back out fishing. We're trying a different part of a reef. We're hoping to pick up a few bigger bream. Technically the fishing might be a bit slower here, but I'm hoping for dinner plate size, but we don't know what's going to happen. Mark's just brought up a bream now. They're a little bit bigger stamp than we was catching the other day. You can see right there, look.
Not dinner plates.
No, they're not dinner plates, but we're going to keep fishing now. What I've done, from the underwater footage I had on my last bream video, I don't know if you've seen that video. If you're new, go back through the channel, have a look for it. We've got some cracking underwater footage of bream taking baits. But what I've done, I've set it up with seriously long traces, and it's about, I'd say, 2.5 to 3 foot up off the bottom, the first hook, technically, and it'll be floating quite high up. The bream didn't seem to want to be close to the bottom, so it's just a test, really. Trial and error. We'll try it out and see what happens. Baits I'm using, it's black lug and cockle, them cooked cockle. I think I did show that in the last video as well. So this is just a really quick tied rig look. 60-pound main body with some loops, and then I've tied on 30-pound mono down to size 2 offset kaiki hooks, semicircles they are. I will show you one after. Let's get this down and see if we can get anything. We haven't got much tide flow right now, so that can make the fishing a bit slower. We've probably been on this spot around 15 minutes. But it's a completely brand new spot. That's what you want, juddery bite like that. That feels like bream. When bream fishing as well, you don't really want to strike hard. Sort of lift into them. That's a better size one.
I like it.
That's what we're looking for. Well, bigger again. You always want bigger, don't you? But that is not a bad size at all. That's a nice eating size there, to be honest. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you that one there, look. Look at that. Yeah, look at that there. These are sharp and spiky, just like bass are, most sea fish are. You can see them up there. That fin does lie down and goes back inside its body. It's quite clever. It's not doing it now, it's trying to lift it. There's a groove in there, and the fin goes flat and disappears inside. But we are going to be keeping a few of these for food. Probably going to keep this one. Mark's just pulled up one now, a little bit smaller. But yeah, this is the plan for this trip. Some nice black bream. I don't know if you'll be able to see the teeth actually. Try and get it close, show you the teeth. It'll be hard to see on this camera probably. But they've got little teeth there. So yeah, get this one in our cool box and get back down for more. Mark's into bream now. They are wicked fighting fish.
Yeah.
Come off. Yeah, they're wicked fighting fish. This rod, look at that going. I love it, I do.
Looks like 1-2 of the way it's digging.
Yeah, it's a nice bream, I think. That's one bream, shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, there's a nice one again.
Yeah.
It comes in. What we're hoping is, yeah, I think this one's slightly bigger than the last. What we're hoping is we'll bump into the bream obviously, but also other species, mini species. Just interesting. You catch a lot of pout, pull cod, stuff like that. As you can see, I think this one is slightly similar stamp, but probably slightly bigger. Nice eating size these are, absolutely brilliant. If you look there, that's the kaiki semicircle offset hook. Seriously cheap on eBay. Seriously cheap. You get like 100 for a few quid, but you can see it's offset, and I find these really good. I find these really good for the bream fishing. I'm using a bit of black lug, which has been pumped on the beach. There's also videos on the channel for that. And then these cockles was also collected at the same time as getting lug. So lots of free bait, and it seems good for the bream. Personally, I like it. A lot of people prefer squid, some people use mackerel. They'll take pretty much anything when they're switched on. But yeah, I don't think you can beat black lug and cockle, personally. But it's a fisherman's thing. We all have our own preferences and what we prefer. What would you say you prefer, pal? What's your favourite bait?
I quite like mackerel.
You like mackerel?
Yeah, belly strips.
Yeah, Mark likes the silver part of mackerel, the strips. And why I like the black lug and cockle, you catch a fish on it and you can just top your bait up. You don't lose your bait all the time. You can just top up on it. They do seem better stamp, slightly.
Until they get going, don't they?
I'm hoping you can see the bites from there. Very sharp, rattly bite. The fight is seriously juddery, and they've got a bit of power to them as well for little fish.
They have.
You catch a 2-pounder, you know about it. They go like crazy.
And out where we are here, that shouldn't be beyond the realms. Possibility.
Definitely. Watching the underwater footage of these bream, they are very, very similar to piranhas, the way they feed. They come in, they have a quick gnash at it, and then they disappear, and then another one comes in and does it. Yeah, it's a tiny, tiny one, baby one. We want its grandmother. Look at that. They are cute though. Get it back. This new rig idea does seem like it's catching fish, but it likes to tangle, so it's probably not the best idea, the way it's tied maybe. But it's a trial and error thing. We'll mess about with it and we'll see. And to be fair, we haven't got much tide running at the moment. When this tide picks up, the paternoster parts of it will flow out in the tide. Should tangle less. Well, I've just pulled up a male bream. I want to show it you. You can see here the coloration all on the front of its face. Soak my face. You can see the coloration. It's got yellow here, a blue stripe between the eyes, and you can see the stripe runs across its eyes as well. In the water, on the underwater footage, you can see the males a mile away. This is really bright in the water. But you can see the coloration. It is stunning fish. Have a look at that. The colours on there. And he's even got colours in his body everywhere, like an electric blue. Maybe the camera don't pick it up too well. Right there, look. But we'll get him back. Drop back down now. And we're also pulling up scad again. So this is probably going to go down for a taupe in a bit. We can't help ourselves.
Yeah, it's got to be done. It's got to be.
Even
if it's free lined or something.
Even though we're out on bream, we've got to have a go for the taupe. You just can't help it. It's a good sign though. We've not been hassled by taupe, which is good news. We did want to have a good session on the bream.
We've got a chum bag over the side. And they might just come up in the water again, maybe.
That's what you want, like this. That's going well. Could be two this good. Oh no, it's just one. He had some fight in him. But I will say, if you've never ever done bream fishing and you don't have a boat, get out on a charter and have a go. You will absolutely love it. There we go. Said it to Mark the other day, I think I said it on camera. My favourite fishing is taupe, bass and bream in the UK. Obviously, I've not been into the sharks yet, bull beagles and all that. That probably will be my new favourite if we get them. But this part of the bay used to be really well known for sharks, but it's not anymore. For some unknown reason. They're just not here, I don't think.
Not many anyway.
They've got to be. Well, Mark, you had one, didn't you?
But I was 35 mile out there.
Yeah.
It was a baby.
Still a bull beagle though, Paul. Still had one. Yeah, look at these. We're still fishing away. It's gone a little bit quiet now. I'd say we've had somewhere probably around 30 bream total. We haven't kept anywhere near that, but yeah, what we want to do is head in and try some of the inshore reefs for some bass. What I'll probably do is leave the camera on. We'll see what it's like when we get down there. The conditions do seem ideal. It's a little bit overcast. It's got a nice ripple on the sea. It'll be low tide when we get in there, roughly. We'll be fishing it on the start of the flood, which is absolutely ideal. So hopefully we get some surface action, or even divers, and we'll get some bass in. I'll probably try and do some videos of it. It is a bit awkward with the way the camera is on there, doing the casting and showing it, but I'll do my best. I might even put a head cam on maybe. I have put out a slightly bigger bait on this to try and catch a bullhuss. I remember doing a species hunt on small boat sea fishing. So it makes you fish for other things that you wouldn't normally technically target, but it's not happened. I just keep catching flipping dogfish. Them super rare fish for the UK you don't see very often. But we'll see. It has definitely gone more quiet on the bream front. We've had quite a few nice bream. But yeah, it's probably going to be a mixture video, short and sweet. Something to sit down and watch for 10-15 minutes probably. If we start getting a flurry of bream, I will put the camera back on, but more than likely we'll be heading into the inshore reef. I'll show you some of the lures we're using, and I'll show you some of the fishing we're doing, hopefully, if it all works out. If there's no fish, I've got nothing to show you, so we'll just see how it goes when we get there. See how it feels when we have a look at it all. Got the huss for the species hunt. We're actually going to head in for the bass now, but I thought I'd show you this. It's got really, really nice markings on this one, as you can see, I'm trying to support its stomach. There we go, look at that. Evil looking things. Part of the shark family. We do catch thousands of these, but yeah, when you want one for a species hunt, it's not bad. So there we go, we're getting back. Water's so clear, see him just going down slowly.
Yeah.
Still got the bream rod out. I've had a few more bream, but it's not going crazy. Check we still got bait on. But yeah, we're going to be heading in a sec. It's glassed off nice, so... yeah, the sea is glassed off really nicely. So it'll be heading nice to run back in with this. Be running back at a nice 17, 18 knots, nice and flat. No slamming, no banging, it'll be lovely. So what I'll do, we'll head into that reef. Hopefully we'll start finding some bass. If we do, I'll get the camera back on. If we don't find any bass, this is going to be the end of the video. But yeah, we will try. We'll have a good go and we'll see. We're out till dark anyway, so we do have a decent chance. Tide's not really in our favour. Slack water's come in. We're at the ideal time for the bass, and really you want the tide flowing. But you never know. If they're on, and you'll catch them. So we'll get in there now and we'll see. Well, we've just got here on the bass on our second drift and we're getting them. Mark's landed one quite a bit bigger than this. This is a little schoolie, but I'm going to get it unhooked now. I'm going to get it back. As you can see, got the head cam on, so hopefully I'll capture a bit more footage on that. With a bass, you want to be careful where you hold them. You don't want to damage the gills in there, but they've got spikes here, blades on the plates, on the gill plates, and you've got sharp spikes here, and there's also one down the bottom here. As you can see with the little ones, they always engulf the hook. They can be a nightmare to unhook, a bit dangerous, and as spiky as anything. But I'll get this unhooked, and we'll get it put back. Just lined up for another drift now. Hopefully you have a better view from there of what I'm actually doing. What I do is pause 4 or 5 seconds when it hits the water, and then keep tension to it, wind slowly, and tap the rod tip, just like that. It's all in your wrist. You're doing this, not your arm. I've got fish following me now. With the head cam, hopefully you can see more of the hits. If you do it too hard, it don't work. You've got to be gentle when you're doing the tapping action. Also, keep your eye on the lure. You're looking for swirls, boils, splashes, everything behind it. Anything like that, pause. Just stop. And keep the tension there to the lure, but stop working it. You can let it sit there for 4 or 5 seconds. Usually, a bass will hit it, it thinks it stunned it, you pause, it comes back and slams it. Fish on. Hopefully you've seen that take on the camera. They're not very big, I don't think, but still good fun on the surface lures. Occasionally you get ones like this that give a good account of themselves. Unless the hook dodgy. Yeah, they're the schoolie, but they're a little bit bigger than the others. There we go, look. Stunning fish. Try and get the sunshine on him, look. Absolutely love him. Yeah, we'll get this one back. Lure I'm using is a Lucky Craft Sammy. I can't remember the colour of this one, but that's it right there. Classic bass lure. Rattly. Makes loads of noise. Fish can't resist it. Hopefully we get some more takes now, you can see it on the camera. I'm trying to cast them that way so you can see. Let it rest. 3, 4, 5 seconds. And gentle taps. And watch the lure really well. Sometimes you just get an explosive take. Sometimes I'll mess about with it. nearly on top of it, pal. It also casts really well, this lure. The head camera battery's gone dead, so I can't have the head camera on. Bass right behind my lure then. I don't know if you heard it because I was talking, I've paused. There was fish on the surface just there now, dude. And again, right behind the lure. Just had a very quick lure change. It's another small bass, but gone onto a shallow diver. It's a, I can't pronounce it, kimono, or Kasango flash plate, something like that. It's an awkward one to pronounce, but I've never actually used it yet. This is actually my first fish on it. But there we go, look, lovely little bass, getting back. But yeah, there's the lure. Well, I think that's going to be the end of it for today. We haven't got too much longer left now. The temperature's dropping, I've shoved the hoodie on. Light's dropping quickly. We have a few more casts for these bass. I'm probably going to head back then. Absolutely beautiful out here. Flat calm. It's quiet as anything. And you can see the horizon, the way it looks. Absolutely amazing. So we started out, we had a few bream, caught the huss, which was one of the targets for the species hunt, and we end up with this. We live in a very beautiful place. Very, very lucky. Well, I'm going to end the video here. Don't think we'll be getting any more now. Unlikely. We may do. May bump into a few. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Please give the video a like. And I'll see you in the next one.